He thought it was a disabled car, and when New York State Trooper Trooper Mascia got out of his patrol vehicle on the side of the Southern State Parkway to help, someone in that car suddenly opened fire. A show of appreciation and solidarity today for a state trooper shot in the line of duty. Fellow members of law enforcement lined up and applauded as New York State Trooper Trooper Mascia was released from the hospital.
This video was intended to inform and educate the public.
Hello everybody, and welcome once again to another story here on the Junkyard News. And in today's video news story, we're going to dive into the realm of speculation, into the realm of conspiracy. We're going to dive into the Twilight Zone just a little bit. This story is about a New York State cop. Now, this New York State cop made news recently when he apparently called in that he was going to pull over and check on what perceived to be a possible stranded motorist, somebody that may need some help. And he called in to dispatch a plate number, pulls up behind the vehicle, and according to this Leo, when he stepped out of his vehicle, he was immediately targeted and shot at.
A 24-hour manhunt for a gunman who shot and wounded a New York State trooper on the Southern State Parkway on Long Island. 27-year-old Trooper Trooper Mascia pulled over in West Hempstead last night. This to help what he thought was a disabled car, but its driver opened fire on him, shooting the trooper in the leg. The would-be killer got away in a car that had a temporary New Jersey license plate. Mascia is expected to make a full recovery. That's the good news. The reward for information leading to an arrest tonight growing to $15,000.
Now, according to this Leo, he immediately ducked for cover, not returning fire, never turning on his body camera. And when the vehicle drove away, proceeded to grab his first aid kit and administer his own first aid until help arrived. There was a huge response. A lot of taxpayer money diving into the investigation, blocking off the section of the highway, combing for evidence through all hours of the night and next day. A bolo put out for this mysterious vehicle with this temporary plate tag. But alas, although law enforcement went on the news claiming that they will never stop until they find this possible assailant, they have now called off their search. You see, Trooper Trooper Mascia, who is 27, is reported that he was shot in the Parkway's westbound lane near exit 17 at around 11:45 p.m. on Wednesday. During a press conference, officials of the New York State Police said that Trooper Mascia, a 5-year veteran of the force, approached the vehicle after seeing it parked along the left median of the parkway. Thinking the driver needed help, he took down the plate number on the vehicle, then exited his patrol car and approached the vehicle. State police say several rounds were fired from the window rode down by the driver of the late model black Dodge Charger. The trooper said he heard several pops and realized he was struck in the leg. Officials say he immediately took cover behind his patrol car as the driver sped off. He was able to retrieve his first aid bag and tend to his wounds, said New York State Police Superintendent Stephen James. A fellow trooper who responded to the shooting rushed Mascia Nassau University Medical Center. He had surgery on his injured leg and is expected to make a full recovery, and he did. He made a full recovery. As a matter of fact, news agencies covered the event, his fellow troopers and hospital staff clapping and applauding as he exited the hospital in his wheelchair, proud of this heroic officer who was doing his job and faced a hail of bullets for it. Now, we're going to dive in and delve into the realm of conspiracy, of speculation, to which I have absolutely zero evidence to support the questions I am going to raise to you today. You see, this isn't the first time that this trooper has been injured on the job. A while ago, while on the job, he was hit by a vehicle. He survived. After some time, after his paid vacation, he went back on the job. Now, normally when you're injured, like being hit by a car and hospitalized for a little while, normally you're administered some pain medication to help comfort you in your recovery, to make it a less painful recovery experience. And I'm sure everybody out there realizes how addictive these controlled substances, these pharmaceuticals that relieve pain can be. Is it possible that this Leo got addicted to his pen medication from this prior incident? Is it possible that not wanting to turn to a life of violent crime to feed his addiction, was looking for any possible way to get more pain medication? Is it the fact that he enjoyed his paid vacation during his recovery so much that he yearned for more time off, that he wanted to enjoy life and still get paid for it? These are the questions that I pose, the speculative questions that I want you to think about as I tell you what happens next in the life story of this Leo. You see, now, 2 days after he was released from the hospital, again, amongst the applaud and appreciation of hospital staff and his fellow troopers, all clapping, all applauding this hero, in West Hempstead in Nassau County, state police decided to conduct an internal investigation into the shooting of this trooper, and investigators searched Mascia's West Hempstead home on Sunday, again 2 days after he was released. And the search was to secure every and all of Mascia's weapons, as well as any other firearms that he may possess in the home. Why would they do that? What are they searching for in relation to firearms? Remember, Mascia called in that he was shot by an unknown motorist on late Wednesday night, although state police said it was not captured on any body camera or dash camera. This agency's body cameras are programmed to activate when the state police cruiser's emergency lights are activated, but state police said only his rear lights were activated during this incident. And officials also said that they are no longer seeking a Dodge Charger that was reported as being involved in the incident.
Rest assured, we will not stop until the person is in custody.
Now, the state police have come out and said that they are conducting an investigation into the circumstances of the shooting involving Trooper Mascia. This remains an ongoing investigation and further specifics are not being released at this time. The Nassau County District Attorney also released a statement Monday that said they are investigating certain inconsistencies after the incident. The DA claims that their office, in partnership with the New York State Police, is actively investigating certain inconsistencies identified in the reporting of the shooting incident involving New York State Trooper Thomas Mascia. The investigation remains ongoing at this time, and we will refrain from any further comment until the investigation is complete. There you have it. Right there. Those are the facts, and it's going to be up to you to comment your thinking. They're not telling us a lot of information. It boils down to cop claims he was shot, and he was shot in the leg. Cops vow that they will never stop looking for the vehicle and the suspect that apparently and allegedly shot their trooper.
Rest assured, we will not stop until the person is in custody.
But now they're no longer looking for anybody. The agency conducts a search of the officer's home and seizes all firearms. Nothing was captured on body camera or dash camera. There is absolutely no evidence of this ever occurring other than the trooper's words. What do you think? Do you think some mysterious assailant in a Dodge Charger without reason or cause unloaded rounds striking this Leo on the side of a highway and then vanished like a fart in the wind?
Lord, it's a miracle! Man up and vanished like a fart in the wind.
Or do you think there's another explanation? Is it possible this trooper just enjoys being off work with pay? Is it possible that this trooper, from a prior incident, got addicted to painkillers and was looking for any way possible he can, 1, get more paid time off, or 2, get more medication legally? You decide, you comment. I want to see in your comments what you think. Thank you again for tuning in to this video by the Junkyard News. Be careful, people. You just never know the type of cop, the type of Leo you come across. And one of these days, we could be talking about a video and a news story involving you in the next one.